Power lies in the heart of the king to sacrifice a life of solitude to be part of a thing. Pardon my manners if I was rude, but the artist gon' sing a casualty of vision. Only seen through the bars of the bing they give us death. I say good morning with no disrespect while trying to revive the dead. Speaking life from the neck while singing through eyes that's red. The devil come to collect. I hit him upside his head. This nigga ain't learning yet. I'm God body. Me a God problem, man cannot live without breath. I put that on mommy. Somehow they know my next steps. This is armed robbery while they contemplate their next finesse. I come with God's army, yeah, nigga. Cornbread, liquor, fried brain, Visine, giving cold stares, nigga, what you mean? We of them, fuck the other team, celestial, extraterrestrial, God beings.
Peace, God. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. That's how I'm coming. I done slow dance with rain, no umbrella. I done shook hands with pain, no one's coming. I done seen laughs turning to cries with nose running. This is life, we take change and make dollar bills. Diamonds out the mud, we'll make magic just to cop a feel. Shit is real, mind sharp and I'm more ready. Last of a dying breed, but I'm still box ready. Tough like a box Chevy, but the rain is enough to break the whole levee. And the pain seen enough to make a man cry, but the better days make a man smile. Real shit. Real food, real chick, real friends, real ops, hell shit. Real food, real chick, real friends, real ops, hell shit. Take it in. Peace, God. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings. Peace, God. Peace, God. That's how I'm living, cause the ones wearing the mask be thinking after you giving this is God body energy. What we push is peace and tranquility. God beings.
All right, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God Particle Podcast.
Yes, indeed.
It is Music Wednesdays. Today is April 1st, April Fools. They fooled you into thinking everything. So yeah. April Fools, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fries, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Hey, my bad. I'm on joke time. My bad. All right. Of course, I am TY.
It's your boy True, man.
And y'all already know, man, we're here to make it do what it do. But of course, on a different level, Music Wednesdays, we talking about music and everything involving music, surrounding music, and involving our music. Of course, we have been slacking off a little bit on our own music because motherfuckers is crazy busy. Work, and more goddamn work, but you know how that go. If you're an adult, then you absolutely under fucking stand. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know how it go. But we got a little nice show for y'all tonight. Quick show, quick conversation. You know what I mean? Tap into some music things going on. If you're into music, the hip hop, the R&B specifically, you know what I mean, then you need to be tuned in right here with TY and True, so we can run through these things. You know what I'm saying? All right. But I had a 16 for y'all, but I don't got it no more. I couldn't figure my shit out, so I'm gonna have to get y'all next week. But I actually think I'm gonna make that a song. That's right. I was starting off fucking around, like, you know, even to the point where I got through a couple bars, a couple lines, and I'm like, man, I don't think I really
How that
finished this.
was.
Like, yeah, like they don't really really like that. Then I just kept going, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this shit is fire. Okay, yeah, let me keep going. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna actually end up making that a song. So, I think I actually was thinking about sending it to you. I wanted you to hear it tonight, so you can be like, if you fuck with it or not. You know, do you want me to send
So
that shit?
yeah.
But you know, it is what it
Hey, that could be what the technical difficulties are about.
is.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Some things are just beyond their control.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
But that's the best. That's the best.
I'm gonna definitely get that to you though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, uh, so without further ado, let's jump straight into the show. The first thing that I want to get into, and it's crazy that I just found this out. Actually, let me jump into the chat. My bad. Let me jump into chat because chat, I think it mentions it,
Okay.
and so we can take it from the top with the chat instead of just jumping straight into that. All right. But it will eventually come up. I think this is pretty serious, but I don't really know. I don't really fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. It got something to do with DistroKid. I only, you're not even with DistroKid, right?
Disappeared. No, I think I am though. I'm gonna have to double check. That's crazy that I don't know offhand.
Right,
That shows you
right.
how much I actually pay
That's
attention
definitely crazy.
to shit. Because man, I haven't been
Yeah,
doing music, but
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say that if I check my emails, I want to say that I do got something for distro kid.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. But yeah. So this is for the DistroKid users. Um, it's major news actually, but at the same time, while it's major news, as unless the type that read contracts or the terms of agreement up and down from the beginning and study that shit, then you
Yeah,
probably not gonna know. You know what I mean? What's gonna actually happen after this situation? You know what I'm saying? And most of us don't read all of that shit, so most of us don't know. Yeah, I mean, but we'll get into that later. So let's jump it off straight from take it from the top. All right. All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Music Wednesday, where we break down what's moving in hip hop and R&B, from the biggest artists in the game to the business moves that could change the future for independent musicians. This week, the culture gave us a little bit of everything. We got major releases, we got R&B artists continuing to stretch the boundaries of the sound. We got award show moments, we got tour news, we got legal headlines, we got veteran acts reminding us that legacy still matters. And on the business side, we got another reminder that the independent music economy is becoming so powerful that companies built around do-it-yourself artists are now discussed in billion-dollar terms. That's it. Right? First up, the release conversation. All right, and this week starts with Yeezy, Yay, Yeezus, him himself, the goddamn man himself, Kanye West. All right. One of the biggest headlines grabbing rap stories at this window was Kanye West officially releasing Bully to streaming services on March 27th. According to Pitchfork, the album had been teased for a long time. It was previewed at Los Angeles listening event and includes songs like Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast. Pitchfork also noted that Kanye had previously said AI played a significant role in making the project, but he walked that claim back this week. Now, musically, this album's arrival is big because any Kanye release still shakes the timeline. Of course, it's fucking Kanye West,
right.
uh, and it still dominates the conversation, and it still forces people to ask that familiar question: can the art be separated from the controversy? Because the music didn't arrive in a vacuum. Pitchfork's report makes clear that this release comes after an extremely turbulent stretch, including lawsuits alleging sexual misconduct and a fresh round of public backlash tied to hateful rhetoric. So, from a podcast perspective, this is one of those weeks where we can talk about hip hop without talking about the split screen that Kanye creates. On one side, you have an artist whose releases are still treated like cultural events. And on the other side, you have the reality that many listeners and media outlets and industry people are now engaging the music with a lot more caution, skepticism, or outright rejection. That tension is part of the Kanye story now. It is no longer just did he drop. It is what does a Kanye drop even mean in 2026? That's the bigger conversation. Have you heard Bully?
I have not, and I just just now download that shit, and it's crazy because I tried to like I said, we drove when we went down, and
Yeah,
I tried to look for it on through YouTube music, but for some reason when I typed in his name and shit, that shit ain't come up. So
really?
you know, I mean, maybe it was, you know, I mean, it was me, but it didn't pop up in the searches for me. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was, you know, too early. Maybe it dropped at a certain time, kind of thing. But
Uh,
I don't know. But I just looked at it on Apple Music. I haven't looked it up since, but
right.
I just downloaded it on Apple Music though. So I haven't checked it out yet. But next time we are here, I'll
Yeah.
be I'd heard
Well, me personally, I have checked it out,
it.
and let me say,
Yeah. Shit.
uh, I mean, there's really no way that I can say anything without spoiling anything. But and at the same time, everybody's different, so you never know.
Yeah.
Um, you might like something that I don't, and I have to say, me being a major Kanye West fan, so don't get it twisted. I'm not one of these dudes that think Kanye crazy, even though he might be crazy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I am a major Kanye West fan. I've had been a Kanye West fan since he dropped the first album. I think what was it, College Dropout? I think College Dropout was his first album. I think it was his first major album. Yeah, I've been a major Kanye West fan since 2005, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially Graduation. That was my favorite joint from him still to this day. Graduation, when Graduation dropped in 2007, nigga, hey, yo, that's all I listen to. I'm telling you, yo, I'm a major Kanye fan. But I cannot rock with Bully, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Uh,
my issue with it, I listen to the whole thing. My issue with it is him not doing hip hop no more. It's more like a remember the what is it? Heartbreaks and 808s. Yeah, remember Heartbreaks and 808s?
yeah.
He was doing all singing. Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah, it's all fucking singing, bro. Like, when are you gonna drop another hip hop album where you're rapping? Like, I don't want to keep hearing this auto tune Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's cool. And on Heartbreaking 808, it made sense because Heartbreaks 808 was a classic album, and it's all singing. It's all auto tune. You know what I'm saying? But it made sense.
Right.
Heartbreaks and 808s. You know what I mean? The title says it all. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Mm.
And you got some super classic songs on that joint. You know what I mean? Contained into Heartbreaks and 808s. But Bully, man, oh man, I don't know. I think it's like one, maybe two songs where he's rapping on that joint. And the songs are so short that it really don't even like it's not even, I just want to get back to the hip hop Kanye when he was in '05 rapping all falls down, all college dropout hip hop shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like um I don't know. It's like he don't consider himself hip hop no more or something because he's not rapping, bro. You know what I mean? Like this nigga's just singing on some future shit, on some yeah. As a Kanye fan, we don't want to hear that. But then I can't say we because it's Kanye fans that love this album.
That's probably rock out to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
So why do you think? Because of course at one point everyone was expecting Andre 3000 to kind of drop something too when he dropped the flute. You know, what I mean,
right,
the whole album about the flute shit. So people like your Kanye's and your Andre 3000. Why do you think they're not rapping no more?
right, hey,
Do you think it's them, or do you think it's, you know, what I mean, they're controlled by, you know, what I mean, something else?
I actually don't even think it's about control. I think um I really can't. I don't know. I mean, but Andre 3000 actually spoke for itself. You know what I mean? When the nigga was like, "What I'm gonna rap about colonoscopies?" Like he, for some reason, he feels like he can't rap about nothing else at this age. Like even though you
Right,
got people older than him that's making new albums, like Nas, he's dropping left and right. Nas got a lot to talk about. He's not
right,
talking.
right, right, right.
recipes, and you know what I mean, and old people shit. So why can't you talk about anything? You know what I mean, else other than doctor's appointments and shit. You know what I mean? Come
Right.
on, bro. Like, and in your day, you used to rap about the world and you know what I'm saying, and how crazy it is and fixing shit. Why can't you still do that now? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or even worst case scenario, why can't we get another why can't we get another prototype? If you're gonna sing, fuck it. If you're gonna do some Kanye West shit, why can't we get a, you know what I mean? I think I'm in love again.
Right.
Fire
Right. Right.
song, prototype shit. Dude, come on, bro. Like it's no way that you really only think that the only thing you got to talk about now is fucking colonoscopies, bro, and old people doctor appointment shit. You're not even that old, you're not even 50.
Like I said, you probably. I was ready to give him like 50, 52.
Bro.
And
The niggas in his 40s. Like,
shit,
what are you talking about, bro? You like
wild.
3 or 4 years older than me. Like, come on, we got a
So,
lot to talk about.
yeah,
You
that's
know what
why.
I'm saying?
Chris
Yeah,
has seen
like,
a lot, been through a lot,
yeah,
fatherhood,
come on,
wife. You know
man.
what I mean? Yeah, it's just.
He just don't want no part of this industry to be real. You know what I'm saying? And he's probably don't want to say that, but he's still dropping. So if you still, even if you drop a flute album, you're dropping it on streaming. So
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess it's more safer than completely shitting on the government. You know what I mean? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's safer because you ain't saying no words. You're just playing a flute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you just starting a major conversation within the
Yeah,
community.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, your name is, it's out there. They're keeping your name out there, flu
Right.
album or not. They're keeping your name out there, so you know
Yeah.
what I mean. You're kind of good publicity. You know what I mean. Like I said, all publicity is good or bad.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
you did something there, but yeah, I guess safer.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Safe. Way
can
safe.
still, yeah, you can still duck out the way and not answer or respond to none of that shit.
That's better than
So
what he said before 99, 98, 97. You know what I mean? United States giving out milk and cheese to pacify. I'm sure they got a cure for AIDS, but yet it's
yeah,
classified. You don't want to see no shit like that these days. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, 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 no.
It's that target on your back. Yeah, yeah. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But don't say that you ain't got nothing to talk about. Hip hop is hip hop. Hip hop is literally, even if you are rapping about colonoscopies, that's what hip hop is. It's about talking about your experience. You can make the firest colonoscopy song in the world, and niggas gonna listen to it on their way to get a colonoscopy. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's what it's about to do. You
Yeah,
that just may be the song to kind of,
right.
oh, you know what, fucking, let me go knock this shit
Yeah.
out,
Like,
get
come on,
myself
man.
prepared for, because it ain't something that's talked about.
Yeah.
Damn sure
Come
not
on,
something
man.
that's talked about or made comfortable.
Yeah, that's a
Something
cop out.
that be comfortable.
Yeah, that's a cop out for three stats. And shout out to three stats, but yo, that's a cop out, G. You know what I'm saying? That's a cop out. We at the end of the day, I always say I'm gonna get back to Yeezy in a minute though, but while we on three stacks, at the end of the day, I always say that three stacks didn't really prove itself to be the greatest MC like people say. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he even dropped a solo album all hip hop. He didn't even
Oh,
drop an all hip hop solo album.
yeah,
So
yeah, singing
how
thing.
can he be mentioned by so many artists as the best hip hop artist alive? He never even dropped a full hip hop solo album, bro.
I guess it was just at one point he was everywhere, so he did
Yeah,
a lot of verses and shit,
yeah,
and a
yeah.
lot of
And the love below,
remixes.
that's
All
some
that.
singing shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Fire,
it
but some singing shit.
is.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Who knows
shout
how
out to Three
people
Stacks.
are measuring it? I guess we're
Yeah,
not sure how people are measuring what makes you, what I
right.
mean,
The
at the
greatest.
top
Like,
of
come
the
on, bro.
hmm Yeah, I guess
That's what I say.
for some people it can take just a verse or two.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess fucking so. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, me personally, and I fucks with the nigga, but he did not prove himself. You know what I'm saying? As one of the top hip hop artists at all time. Yeah, he dropped a couple fire verses. You know what I mean? But he don't even have one full hip hop album. One full back to front, straight hip hop, straight lyricism, like he's known for. He didn't even drop a whole hip hop album, bro. Like, what is that? How are you consider the greatest, and you never even dropped a whole
Wow.
hip hop album, bro? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see it,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
know, that's
yeah.
just me.
That's a good debate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that'll be a good conversation piece for
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of hip hop heads. You know what
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So anyway, back to Yeezy. But yeah, same with Yeezy. But Yeezy put out full blown hip hop albums. He got at least three or four that's straight hip
Yeah,
hop. You know what I mean? So yeah, makes sense. But at the same time, hey Yeezy, bro, like, I don't want to hear you keep singing, bro. Like, come on, spit again. You know what I mean? Get back on your 0405 hungry shit. I mean, of course, you know, shit changes, motherfuckers change, times change, mind states change, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So of course I can't expect you to be who you was in 2004. Because I'm definitely not who I was in 2004. That's for sure.
right.
You know what I mean? But as an artist, I am. I'm still a spitter. I'm still a lyricist. I'm still gonna drop some hip hop shit. You know what I mean? And even if I want to sing in between, I'm gonna put out a singing album. Then I'm coming with a hip hop joint. You know what I mean? Like I can't let motherfuckers forget who I am and what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do right here. And Yeezy is one of those dudes who claimed that this is what he do when he first came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, like this was hip hop. Yeezy was hip hop. Yeezy was the underground conscious artist that came to the forefront, to the
yeah.
mainstream. Yeah,
Backpack.
yeah, one of the few. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is under pressure. I don't know. I don't know the industry. I'm not in the industry, so maybe it is somebody who was like, "Yo, yeah, don't never drop another all falls down," because we don't want to hear that shit nigga sing. You know what I mean? Sing or do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and of course they could have very much so jumped over to that new
Yeah, man.
vibration. It's
Yeah.
that
So
new higher vibrational,
yeah,
and they'd rather talk, do some singing shit you said you're doing on the album,
yeah, yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
they go outside themselves and sing about the regular old drugs or
Right.
shoot 'em up type of shit. Like even though you still can talk about that shit singing, but man,
Mm,
I guess we can go back to that safe word. It's just like the flu shit. Could be just safer for him to
the
get
safe.
this
Yeah,
shit out. Yeah,
absolutely. Like I, and I'm not that dude though. I ain't gonna be like, yo, man, fuck these niggas do that shit anyway. Yeah, I don't really know. You know what I mean? And I know that any threats against your family is real.
yeah,
If a
yeah, yeah.
motherfucker threatened to do something to my daughter and I don't even know who the threat is coming from, but you know when my daughter go to school, yeah, I'm gonna fall back.
Right.
And I
'Cause
don't even know who you are.
I guess that makes it worse.
Yeah. What?
And if you're crashing out over what you believe to be real
Yeah.
shit, then you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that.
that's not something that
Yeah. I'm protecting
not
my
a
babies.
battle. Yeah, not a battle I would want to what I mean,
Yeah,
pick
nah.
kind of thing.
Not at all. Yeah, I mean, of
So
course, I'm
still,
not even gonna drop at all at that point. But
that
yeah, it's not a battle I'm trying to fight. You know what I mean? And this
makes no
unknown
sense.
motherfuckers following my goddamn daughter home. Like, nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah, nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah. That makes no sense.
Yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And a lot of artists have said that. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Coolio. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that before. He was like, man, some shit I want to say, but I just can't because I got kids and I got grandkids. I want to put them in danger. So shit is real. You know what I mean? So shit is real. But yeah. All right. So let's keep it moving. Uh, Fetty Wap also made a serious return this week. This might be, I don't know, I think it might be 2 weeks. Remember, we wasn't on last week, so some of these things might be
Yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
So yeah, or three. I don't know.
I did just hear he went on Joe and Jada joint and he
Oh
dropped
yeah,
a sample. That joint is official though. I forgot the name of the song, but that joint
yeah,
official. That joint official. He has it. It's somebody else that's rapping at the end.
yeah.
Like, all the way towards the end, somebody else got a verse on it. The verse dope, but me personally, I think the song still would have been fire without that verse with
Right,
just Fetty
right,
Wap on
right,
that joint.
right.
But yeah, that joint was official.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Actually, to be honest though, uh, before he went to jail, Fetty Wap was not an artist that I listened to. I remember my kids listening to the Trap Queen all the time.
It was popular. It was everywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Everywhere.
that's all. What man, my kids used to play that shit so much. Like, man, what the fuck? All right, I mean, shout out to Fetty Wap though, but this is not my style of music. I'm a boom bap hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, but from what I hear and what I see, he seemed like a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? I never seen no clown ass shit or heard no clown ass shit coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, he always, from my understanding, stayed true to who he is. And kept it real. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say nothing negative about this dude. But like I said, I haven't heard none of his music, even before he got locked up. So
Yeah.
you're listening to this new joint, which is called Xavier, Zaver. That's his album title. Yeah, I haven't heard that at all. But if I once I do, I ain't gonna say if, because I do be having a lot of time when I'm driving around all day. So I'm definitely gonna get around just to check it out, just to see. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just to see what it's talking about. Yeah,
But the joint on Joe and Jada's, I believe it's called "I Remember."
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
I remember.
it said this is his first album since being released from federal prison and transferred to home confinement earlier this year. The Associated Press reported that he began working almost immediately after he got out, reportedly recording a huge amount of material before narrowing it down to the final project. The album includes features from G Herbo, Wiz Khalifa, Tank, Honey Baby, and Max B. What makes that story meaningful is that this is not just a nostalgia bait. This is a real attempt at reentry. AP described the album as showing multiple sides of Fetty: fun, romantic, emotional, and introspective. So the real question for the culture is whether audiences hear him as a legacy act trying to rekindle an old movement, or as an artist trying to evolve beyond the version of himself that blew up in 2015. And honestly, that's a bigger theme in rap right now. A lot of artists who had a massive first runs are now in this second life phase. Some are trying to do pure nostalgia, others are trying to age with the audience. Fetty's return feels more interesting because it sounds like he's trying to do both. Give fans that melodic accessibility that they remember, while also bringing the weight of experience that makes this one worth paying attention to, especially if you cover the emotional side of hip hop and not just the charts. All right, so yeah, shout out to Fetty Wap. Check that out if you get a chance, if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Then let me know.
Crazy enough, it's on the song "I Remember." It's G Herbo at the
Oh
end.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay.
wild. But like I said, the
Indeed.
verse hard though. But I think that song could have been would have still been dope without that
Yeah.
verse at the end.
But
So I'm looking
right.
forward. I just downloaded that shit too. I'm looking forward to checking out that because just from "I Remember" alone, the song I heard on Joe and Jada, you can hear. And all I have to compare as well is I think it's called the Trap Queen joint.
Trap Queen, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember any other song from Fetty Wap because I never really listened either. But
Indeed.
that this song I remember is you can tell he's transition or transformed. I mean, he's grown, he's evolved into something higher than what he was and where he was, kind of thing.
Right.
And because this song is he does a good amount of reflecting about it, which seems like his life, his lifestyle, things he's done.
Yeah.
That's how people seen him and stuff like that. Like the song itself is a dope ass song, and it damn sure shows evolution. It sounds like evolution for him.
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
official. That's official.
Right. Indeed. Shout out to Fetty Wap.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the newer generation side, Shay dropped a new EP. Shay Noir, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Shay Noir.
Okay.
If you want something more current and internet native in the rap conversation. Oh no, my bad. Okay, I don't think this is Shay Noir. Shay Noir, she from New York, right?
Oh shit! I'm not. Oh shit! Excuse me. God damn. I'm not even sure. I can.
I thought
Yeah.
she was from New York. But she be fucking with uh 38 Special and Griselda
Yeah,
and them
Buffalo.
niggas.
She's from Buffalo.
Yeah, so this must be somebody else.
What's the name?
It don't say Shay New Orleans, it say Shay.
Oh, okay.
See, on the newer generation side, Shay dropped a new AP. I just guessed it was Shay New Orleans. All right, let me read this real quick. If you want something more current and internet native in the rap conversation, Atlanta rapper Shay dropped a new
Uh,
SoundCloud exclusive EP called Fully Loaded. Uh,
Chase Sean
Shay,
Mitchell.
that's his name.
Name, yeah, Mitchell. And
Okay. See, I ain't
post
never heard this dude.
stuff. I know this is for the album. Yeah, me
Uh,
either. It's my first time. He don't even look familiar. He's born in
okay.
'06 though, so he's younger.
Oh yeah, yeah, young. Yeah. That's why I say on the newer generation the side.
Uh,
Yeah. All right. So Pitchfork reported that it's his first release of 2026 and includes 5 tracks with songs like $1 Million Mansion and Promoting Violence. They also noted that he's headed into a run of tour dates, including a stop at Rolling Loud. This matters because the SoundCloud to mainstream lane is still alive. So he blew up on SoundCloud. Okay.
okay.
Doesn't look like it did in 2020, in 2016 or 2017, but it's still there. Artists like Shay represent a part of hip hop that's less dependent on old media cosigns and more dependent on online momentum, niche fan bases, aesthetic identity, and cult like engagement. So when we talk about what's next in rap, it's not always the most visible mainstream release. Sometimes it's the artist building heat in those digital sub scenes before the big platforms fully catch up. All right, so yeah, check out Shay. I'm gonna check him out because I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, a little younger.
And blew up on SoundCloud, man. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean?
Utilizing these platforms, these free platforms. Of course, you can pay for them, but these free
Indeed,
platforms.
for sure. All right. R&B continues to have one of the most interesting growth stories in music, and Leon Thomas is right at the center of it. This week, The Guardian spotlighted Leon Thomas as one of the breakout names helping redefine modern R&B. The piece points to his hit "Mutt," his background as a songwriter and producer, and his broader mission to push R&B beyond easy category labels by blending in rock, funk, live instrumentation, and more genre fluid performance style. That's important because R&B in 2026 feels like it's in one of those transition eras. The old formula still exists, but some of the most exciting artists are refusing to stay boxed in by it. Leon Thomas isn't just trying to make clean, smooth R&B records. He's trying to make records that feel alive, messy, sexy, vulnerable, musical, and performed. That's a big difference. And that's why his rise matters beyond just one single or one project. He represents a broader lane where R&B is reclaiming musicianship and live feeling without becoming retro. It's not throwback or throwback's sake. It's not throwback for throwback's sake. It's more like artists taking the soul of classic R&B, mixing it with alternative textures, and presenting it to an audience that grew up on playlists instead of genre bins. That lane is getting stronger, and Leon Thomas is one of the clearest examples of it. All right, yeah. So we talked about Leon Thomas not too long ago, actually.
Hmm.
I was saying that before a month, I actually never heard of him. Ironically,
Yeah, that
before
was
a month
my
came out on the radio.
introduction. That was my introduction
Yeah,
to him as
yeah,
well.
indeed. But as I said before, I found a song by him that I absolutely love, and I still play it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play it all the damn time. So I need to find some more songs by him now because I think I'm playing the fuck out of this song that's getting old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna check out some more of it. And now that I've been playing this one song, that's how YouTube music works. The algorithm.
Uh-huh.
Once you play a whole bunch of one artist, they're gonna show you a whole bunch of other songs by the same artist. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely been coming across a lot of his new stuff. But of course, not really giving it a shot. Just going back to the song that I love. You know
Same
what I
one, yeah. Hey, that's how it was on the road.
mean? Yeah.
By the time I got down there, I ended up coming across. Like I always rock with Don Tripp.
Yeah,
like his verses and stuff like that. But I never checked
yeah,
out. I never checked out an album.
right,
But so it came across the playlist through YouTube Music, and it was one of his songs that I found from him. But that bitch was on repeat. Once
right.
from the time that I found it, the whole trip and the trip back during the times that we weren't, me, talking and shit. And even and it's the joint called the Everlasting joint that I used for the video I just put up.
Yeah,
That same song. So and even though of course they play other songs of his this album came on and shit like that, but shit, I'm like, man, I'm going right back to the song that I fuck with.
right,
I don't know, it was
right.
something about that vibe, that flow, you know what I mean? Everything about I guess how that shit was put together that was dope, that feeling of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Damn, so I know what you mean.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, good songs, a good song. Once you hear
Right.
that joint, that's it. Tell that bitch war the fuck out.
Yeah. You know, you feel this, you gotta give that shit a break.
Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what? I don't
yeah.
even want to fucking hear the song no more.
Right.
Night
Real
and day.
shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So yeah, this is kind of old, I think. Yeah. Oh no, wait. What's today? Oh, all right. This is only a week old. Jack Harlow is making his own left turn and is worth watching. Even though Jack Harlow hits or sits more on the rap side, one of this week's more interesting stories was the announcement of his 2026 North American Monica tour on March 25th. Billboard Canada reported that the run reports his R&B leaning album Monica, and the story notes that pivoted he deliberately pivoted toward a more melodic neo soul inspired direction, even saying the shorthand in the studio became no rapping. That's wild when you think about it. A rapper known for personality bars and mainstream crossover is now explicitly leaning away from braggadocious rap and into melodies, softness, and a more reflective sound. Whether people love the album or not, this is still a sign of where the market is right now. Artists are chasing emotional replay value, not just quotable flexes. And on a bigger level, it shows how much hip hop and R&B continue to blur into one another. We're in an era where rap artists can pivot into a jazz and R&B influenced album, and R&B artists can lean into psychedelic rock textures. And audiences don't always care about the category as long as the vibe is strong. That blending is one of the defining sounds of this era. All right. Canada gave us a couple of important cultural moments this week. At the 2026 Juno Awards on March 29th, there was there was two especially relevant headlines for this conversation. First, Drake presented Nelly Furtado for her induction into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, which turned into one of the most talked about moments for the show. The Juno Awards official recap highlighted the Drake presentation as a defining moment of the evening, and Rolling Stone's Canadian edition noted that he used the tribute not only to honor her influence, but also to sneak in one of his classic personal grievances and even hint at what's next for him. Of course. All right. Second, Daniel Caesar had a big night. The official Juno recap says he received the International Achievement Award and also won Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year for Son of Spurgey and Songwriter of the Year. That matters because Daniel Caesar continues to be one of the most important period R&B voices in this generation. In a time when so many artists float between genres, he's still proven that a deeply musical, emotionally vulnerable, vocally centered form of R&B can be both critically respected and culturally relevant. And his wins this week reinforce that. So when you step back, Canada quietly had a strong week in this space. Drake reminding everybody that even when he's speaking for someone else, he can dominate a moment. And Daniel Caesar reinforcing that real songwriting and real R&B still travel. The um Not that I checked for it, but I still remember the only Daniel Caesar joint that I really mess with. Not that I listen to a bunch of his other stuff because I haven't, so I probably would mess with a bunch of his other stuff. But the joint that he did with what's her name? Her, was it her? Yeah.
I think I
I
know what
think
you're talking about. The only one that popped in my head.
Yeah, that. Oh wait, and two. I'm that the joint with her, I think, was the best part, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, I think.
the thing.
And the joint by itself, you, the I don't even think it's called you, but who would have thought I'd get you that joint? Who would
Oh
have?
yeah, yeah.
That's my shit
That's what
right
I
there.
was thinking about.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking about.
That's him by itself.
Uh,
Mhm. No, it's not him by itself. He got another chick on there, but it's not. It's not her. The other chick on that song is a different chick, but I can't remember her name. It's definitely
uh,
not her on that song though. I think her is on the song
best
Best
part.
Part. Yeah,
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
not
that's best
mistaken.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it's called. I just looked it up on Apple Music. It's called the best part. That's best part is her song featuring Daniel Caesar.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I roster both of them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I never checked for more songs from him after that. Ironically, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak on his whole albums. But they say he's a songwriter, which makes sense because if he wrote those songs, then he's absolutely a songwriter.
Oh
You know?
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
shout out to
their
Daniel
vibes
Caesar.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's how a lot of them thrive too. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised. You'd be thinking that these motherfuckers is new artists whole time. They wrote like 30 of your favorite songs.
Right, and
You know
that
what I
and
mean?
like I said, that's why a lot of us fall right for
Yeah,
them because
exactly.
we already know their vibe.
Real shit.
Their
Real
vibe is that
shit.
we already
Yeah,
know their vibe. They just
real
put
shit.
something out in last October.
Cool.
He put something out last October.
Yeah.
Daniel Caesar. Looks like that was his last
Okay.
album that he put out.
Shout out to Daniel Caesar.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Getting that motherfucking writing money, nigga, living it up, man. Hey, some people know you, but a lot of people don't. And that's the best
Yeah,
thing for me. Hey, if
yeah.
I'm
I
a
mean,
millionaire, the best thing for me is that some people know me that's really into the music, but most people don't. I can go
just don't
shopping
know
in
who
peace.
you are.
You know what I mean? Real shit. Shit. Still getting that fucking famous money.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? All right. The award show Nostalgia Current Blend was also on display at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. The 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards aired on March 26th, hosted by Ludacris with a lineup that included Kalani, TLC, Salt and Pepper, In Vogue, and Ludacris. Ludacris performed with Ray, Raye. Never heard of her or him. I'm not sure, so look him up or her up if you want. That lineup says a lot. It tells you that the live show economy still understands the power of generational crossover. Current artists bring immediacy, but legacy acts bring emotional weight. In hip hop and R&B, that matters maybe more than in any other genre because the culture is still actively negotiating how it honors its elders while chasing what's next. So even if the iHeart show wasn't strictly a news bomb event for rap and R&B, it still reflected something real about where the business is. The audience wants present day stars, but it also wants continuity. It wants the reminder that today's artists are standing on top of whole eras that came before them. And anytime TLC, Salt and Pepper, In Vogue, Ludacris, and Kalani are all in the same orbit, that's a cultural story. Indeed.
And it says, well, Ray is a young lady. Look like
Okay.
she just dropped a project on Friday, the 27th. Quite a few songs. Look, 17 songs.
Mm,
Look like she
okay.
look biracial. So I'm not sure what kind of music she does,
Right.
but yeah, just dropped the album. Man, good amount of tracks on that jump.
For sure. So
I'm
yeah,
ready to
you
see.
got to be known to be doing, songs with major artists like Ludacris.
Yeah, right, right. You're not just somebody
Right.
that pops up unless you're his artist. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like she might have been around for a little small second.
Right. Okay. Shout out to Ray, Raye.
Yeah.
Check her out. All right. On the legal front, Cardi B scored a win. One headline from March 31st that's worth noting. Cardi B got a lawsuit dismissed over claims that enough Miami in parentheses improperly used beats from the song Greasy Fry Bread from Reservation Dogs. Rolling Stone's Canadian edition reported that a federal judge in Texas said it would be futile for the procedures to try again with a third amended complaint. Now, the reason this matters beyond Cardi herself is because copyright and beat origin disputes are never just about one song anymore. They're part of a bigger industry. My bad. They're part of a bigger industry climate where procedures, publishers, artists, film, TV, music owners, and platforms are all increasingly sensitive about ownership, attribution, and monetization. Every time a case like this is dismissed or allowed to continue, people in music are reading between the lines for what it could mean for future claims. Also, yes, it's celebrity legal news, but it's also a reminder that in today's music business, clearance, originality, claims, and chain of title questions stay right under the surface of almost every successful release. All right. Wu Tang also landed in the news, but not for the best reason. Another story that made news this week: Rolling Stone reported that on March 30th, that fans in Australia were being offered refunds after Method Man, Raekwon, Capadonna, and Young Dirty Bastard were absent from the first Brisbane stop of Wu Tang Forever, the final chamber. Farewell run. Despite the tour being built around all surviving members. So for fans, that's frustrating, but for the industry, it raises an ongoing issue about live branding expectations and what legacy acts owe ticket buyers when their lineup is central to the marketing. Hip hop has matured into a full legacy touring business now. That means the same questions rock fans have been asking for years are now fully relevant to rap. If people are buying the mythology, how much transparency is required when the reality shifts? So yo, if you pay for a show, right, for Wu Tang, let's just say Wu Tang, because that's like really, literally the biggest fucking group in hip hop. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you pay for a show expecting meth, it was a couple people missing from this. It says so. Okay, so meth, Raekwon, Capadonna, and Young Dirty Bastard was missing from this one show. Now, how would you feel about that? Would you be asking for a refund? You still got Ghost,
Uh,
Jizza, You God, Spectre Deck. You still got a lot of them, but you missing meth. Meth is a major part of the show, of course.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You missing meth, Raekwon, Kappa, and Young Dirty Bastard. Young Dirty Bastard, you can go without. Nobody would be asking for their money back if only he was missing. Let's just be real. He's just
right,
replacing
right,
for his father. But you know, what I mean, meth, Raekwon, and Capadonna. You know what I'm saying? If they all three were missing, would you be asking for your money back?
right. I probably wouldn't, but I'll probably feel some kind of way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just me. I guess I'm not one of those actual money back kind of person or spaz
Mhm.
out, even when it comes to restaurants. Show it, like just for anything, I just won't go back kind of thing, or
Right,
just
right,
won't
right.
do it again kind of thing. So, no, I wouldn't ask my money back because I still sit there and enjoyed the other half, more than half of the group that was there.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're a Wu fan and you rock with all of them, even if Meth is the face in a way of he's everywhere, movies, shows, shit like that.
Right,
Kind of
right,
thing.
right,
So
right.
what I mean? And he's skilled when it comes to his craft of music. But I
That's
wouldn't go as far as asking for my money back.
right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say the same thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would definitely feel some type of way, but yeah, I ain't about to
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
yo, I need my money back.
Go through all that shit.
Yeah, me ain't doing all that shit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all good.
I definitely would be more hesitant to buy a ticket the next time around, though, for sure.
Right. That's indeed.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, asking for my money back, that might be a stretch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Plus, at the same time,
Oof.
a lot of people don't account, that these are fucking people. You know what I'm saying? And that they have shit going on too, and that anything could have happened. You know what I mean? They might have took separate flights from the other crew members, and their flight could have been delayed. You don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could have been anything.
They
You know what I
did
mean?
everything
So,
in their power to get
yeah,
there, and it just didn't make it.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
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 so, yeah, you paying for an experience like that, though. You gotta expect that sometimes somebody's not gonna show up. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it's
right,
not
right.
always gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So
Now
yeah.
some shit like what's shorty name? Lauren Hill came like 3 hours later.
Right,
Some
three
shit.
hours late. Yeah.
Like I'd have probably left after the first hour.
Right.
So during that time, I'd have asked for my money back because
Yeah.
I'm not staying and wait for you
Right.
to
We didn't
come
even
for
stay the
3 hours.
wise yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not staying that long. Like you're not that fucking important. You're just a celebrity. I don't
Yeah,
want to be in
three
this
hours.
space
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, to stay for
Yeah.
3 hours.
After an hour and 5 minutes, yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. And then
Yeah,
I'll try
fuck
to
that.
dispute that shit to get my money back.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, because I didn't get a chance to see you, or
Right.
you know what I
At
mean.
all. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
came there to see you, and you probably got some openers or some shit like that. All right,
Right.
cool, a couple of openers.
Yeah,
But I
but
came there,
you the single main act.
right?
Yeah.
I came there to see you, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, other than that,
Yeah, that's understandable. Indeed. All right. So now let's talk independent artist business because this is huge and this is the distro kid thing. The exact sale report did not break this week. Music Business Worldwide reported on January 31st that DistroKid was exploring a potential sale represented by Goldman Sachs and Rain, RAINE, with a rumored number around 2 billion. MBW said that DistroKid claims it handles 30 to 40% of new music releases globally and serves more than 2 million artists. I being one of those artists. The story was then still being treated as a major industry shaping development in MBW's early March roundup. So, what does that mean for the independent artist? First, it tells you that the independent distribution is no longer some side door in the industry. It is the industry. If a company built on giving artists direct access to streaming platforms can be discussed at $2 billion valuation, then the independent creator economy is not fringe anymore. It is a infrastructure. Second, it tells you that the assets has become monetizable at a very high level. Distribution's real value is not just re-upload your songs. The value is in controlling relationships to millions of artists, their catalogs, their data, their release habits, their add-on services, and eventually the whole business stack. MBW also noted that DistroKid's expansion into direct-to-fan commerce through its direct platform built on Bandzoogle tech after that acquisition. That means that these companies don't just want to distribute your music anymore. They want to be the operating system for your career. Third, for independent artists, a possible sale could cut in two directions. Optimistically, more money and stronger ownership could mean better tools, better analytics, better direct to fan options, and deeper services. But the cautionary side is this: when platforms scale and get acquired, they often stop feeling like artists' first movements and start feeling like enterprise businesses. Fees can change, priorities can shift, support can become more automated. But for real, DistroKid support is already automated. So yeah, that's just don't be shit. Trust me, you don't be talking to a robot, bro. The mission can move from empower artists to extract value from artist value. That is the concern that indie artists should keep in the back of their minds. That last part is my read on the business incentives, but the raw facts are the company's scale, its expansion, and the reported scale of sale talks. So the headline here is bigger than DistroKid itself. The headline is that the indie artist ecosystem is becoming too valuable to remain simple. And whenever independent infrastructure becomes that valuable, artists should pay attention not just to convenience, but to ownership, leverage, and exit strategy. But that's what I don't know if I said it, but that's what I say in my own goddamn mind. That's why I got GodMusic.com. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, none of these motherfuckers is gonna own my music and be able to keep my music if I don't say so. and my own shit is being sold and promoted on my own website. Um, and I will always own my shit. I will always own the masters to my shit. DistroKid does not own my masters. I don't give a fuck who they sold to or what shit they change. I can always pull my music and it will still be my music. And you can still find it on godmusic.com. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what that shit is about. Definitely get your own website or your own wherever. You know what I mean? Mainly website because everything is digital these days. So yeah, always have your own website or a place where people or your artists, I mean not your artists, your fans can find your music. You know what I mean? Not just on streaming services that's owned by a fucking $1 billion company.
Right.
Mhm.
That's gonna take control and swing their dick around every time they feel like
Absolutely.
it
Absolutely.
with your shit that you work hard for.
Right. You know what I
So,
mean? Fuck that. For sure. All right. Bigger picture. What this week says about hip hop and R&B right now. When you pull these stories together, a few themes jump out. One, hip hop is still driven by event releases, but the meaning of those releases is getting more complicated. Kanye can still dominate a news cycle, of course, but the conversation is no longer purely musical. Fetty Wap can still return with the name recognition, but now the story is about second chances and artist maturity, artistic maturity. Shake can drop a smaller project and still represent where the underground internet current is headed. Two R&B to R&B is in a really creative place. Leon Thomas is helping push it into a more experimental, live genre fluid lane. Daniel Caesar is proving that the core songwriting and vocal artistry still win. Jack Hollow's pivot even shows how attractive R&B textures have become to artists who started elsewhere. Three, legacy still matters, whether it's Drake honoring Nelly Furtado, Ludacris hosting iHeart, or the continued touring power around Wu Tang. Hip hop and R&B are now mature enough that history itself is part of the weekly conversation. These are not young genres anymore. They are institutions now. And four, the business side is getting more serious for independence. DistroKid being discussed in billion-dollar terms is a signal flare. Independent artists have more tools than ever, but the platforms around them are consolidating, scaling, and becoming increasingly valuable corporate assets. That means that artists have to think beyond just where do I upload. They need to think about leverage, branding, fan ownership, email lists, direct sales, and what happens if the middleman changes hands, which means get your own fucking website, pretty much. All right. Outro. So that's the state of hip hop and R&B for the week of March 25th through today, April 1st. Kanye dropped, kept the culture divided. Fetty Wap returned with something to prove. Shay fed the digital underground. Leon Thomas kept showing why he's one of the most interesting names in modern R&B. Jack Harlow kept leaning into melody. Drake and Daniel Caesar gave Canada some major moments. Cardi B picked up a legal win. Wu Tang reminded us that legacy tours come with real expectations, and DistroKid stayed in the background like a giant business chess move that independent artists absolutely need to watch. And to me, the real takeaway is this: hip hop and R&B are not slowing down; they're expanding. The sounds are blending, the generations are overlapping, the business is getting sharper, the stakes are getting bigger. And if you're an artist, a producer, an engineer, or just somebody who loves the culture, this is one of those moments where paying attention to both the music and the business matters more than ever. So yeah, I definitely noticed that Wu Tang spun the block because they said that their last tour was the last tour, but then they came with another.
uh-huh. That's indeed. I guess
Yeah, like
that's the build off that momentum
yeah,
of
yeah.
being away and seeing how maybe these streams go up.
Oh
People
yeah,
asking, then come back, do one more tour, come to this joint, pay a little extra. You know what I mean? Shit
niggas
like
getting
that.
their money.
Right. As we see, because your boy Hove did the same shit. You know what I
Who?
mean? Hove, Jay-Z did the
Oh yeah,
same
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm leaving. Nah, fuck that. You know what? I'm
Mhm.
back.
What do you want me to do? I'm back. I'm sorry. You ain't sorry, nigga. You getting this money.
The strategy, man. That's a
Yeah,
strategic play
right, yeah,
that they put together.
yeah, indeed, 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 indeed. Because that touring, that's what it's at anyway. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Especially
all
if you
that
don't
shit.
own your masters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you ain't in
Uh,
that 360 deal,
yeah. And from what I heard, shit, from what I heard, I don't know how true this is. Um, but I think RZA still owns a lot of the Wu Tang album masters. I think. Don't quote
huh?
me on that. I could be wrong.
Uh,
But I believe I heard that somewhere. That RZA still holds most ownership. I don't even think it's just him alone. It might be like his brother Divine too, or some other people. I don't know, but I know
yeah,
that I remember hearing that RZA owns ownership of the Wu Tang albums, the full Wu Tang albums, like 36 Chambers, and the one that came out in '97, the double disc joint. Yeah,
Wu Tang
man.
Forever. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Look it up for yourself. But I think I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? At the
That,
end of the day, you can't be mad at the business structure,
right.
especially if you didn't read your fucking contract. But even more so, if you did read your contract, nigga, you knew what it was. You can't read a contract and be like, yeah, I agree with this, as long as it changed in the future. Nah, nigga, this is the contract. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. So it's worse if you actually read the contract, understood it, and then still want things to
Yeah,
change just because
right.
it's been 20 years. Like, nah. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah. But yeah, from my understanding, RZA owns most of the masters for the four Wu Tang albums.
Right. It says, so RZA does not own the full masters for
Mm.
most Wu Tang Clan albums, while his early business model with Wu Tang Productions initially gave him significant control. His
Uh,
ownership of those rights has shifted over the years through sales and legal changes.
okay.
It was something else that popped up too. It was in 2020, RZA sold 50% of his copyright
Hey,
interests in songwriting
hey.
production credits to Hypnosis songs. So at one point, yeah, but then he sold half of it.
Yeah.
But not even to the people that's on the motherfucking shit.
Right.
It's to some other shit. Now, what he did with the money, not sure, but he still didn't give it back, distribute it out to
Not
the
to
people.
the clan.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
but
I'm not
you know, I
sure.
mean, I don't, when been talking about business moves like this, um, it's easier to say what what I would do, but at the same time, like that's usually why businessmen thrive because they keep it fucking business. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get this to my homeboys. They my homeboys. Like,
Yeah.
nah, this is business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder. Now, if y'all can come with more money than the highest bidder,
Didn't even get it.
then okay. You know what I'm saying? But if not, nah, man, this is business. This is what the contract said. This is how I came in. You know what I mean? Like I didn't snake y'all niggas. I didn't say that yo, I'm gonna sell you your masters at the end of the day and then sold them to somebody else. I didn't say that. You know what I mean? So yeah, business is business. I get it. But me being a motherfucker that I am, and that's probably why I'm not a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look out for my people. You know what I mean? But that's probably why I'm not a fucking millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's rules to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah. It said
yeah,
it looks like the individual members hold rights to their lyrics
yeah, yeah,
and respective labels. Like
yeah,
Loud, RCA historically held the master recording.
yeah, yeah. See, I ain't, yeah, yeah. It's. I'm sure it's a whole bunch of levels to that shit for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it
Especially
sounds
with
like RZA owned the big dog
yeah. Because
portions.
yeah, you can watch the show and then see that he was pretty
Yeah,
much the motherfucker in charge of leading the whole movement. You know what I mean? And not even just him making the beats, but just you know what I mean, the whole arranging and all of that type of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, he was the one in charge of getting everything together. So for sure. You know what I mean? You can't I guess you can't hate on a nigga like that, that's making business moves for itself. Um, I don't know though. But like I said, I'm me being me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just cut from a different cloth. Me personally, I And that's probably one of my flaws, actually, that I just always want to fucking look out for people, for my people
Right.
who might not even consider me to be they people. You know what I mean?
And
You
that's
know what
why a
I'm
lot of shit probably held back. Like, look, some of
saying?
these motherfuckers don't deserve it, goddamn
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. You know
it.
what I'm saying? Like real shit.
You got to get that together
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
Then
yeah,
I
yeah,
keep
yeah,
the millions.
yeah, yeah. Let's just be
That's how
real
I
about
look
the
at it
shit.
sometimes.
The niggas you look out for, they do not give a fuck about you, bro. You know what I mean? But you know, that's the curse of the kind hearted.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? So yeah, you know, it is what it is though. They ain't gonna stop us from being us. So, you know, uh always looking out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It is what it is. We find out who's the snakes and then we just fucking stay away from those type of people.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Indeed. All right, so that's it for the chat. We got a matter of fact, let's take a quick break real quick and play a song since it's
Yes,
Music
sir.
Wednesdays.
Yes, sir.
Let me see what I got real quick. Hold on. What I got. All right, I'm gonna play a couple of these verses, of course, from the last few weeks as usual. I'm gonna play two or three of them, then we gonna come right back.
Hmm. Peace, peace, peace. You know what it is.
I look at life from where birds fly, seeing clear through my third eye. Learning lessons never lost is how my mind rise. Conversations with myself is how I grow. In dark rooms, negatives will be the star up in the show. One shot, one still, get exposed for who you are. So in this life, make sure you're not a beautiful mirage. Be the real thing. We all get our power from the source to do the right thing, but you're still left with a choice. See, it's all about static. At some point, man, we gotta find balance. At some point, man, we gotta live the right way and never be afraid of what they might say. Just listen to what Mike say. That man in the mirror is where we gotta start. He couldn't been any clearer. So reach for the ceiling and beyond that. And if you ever lose your fire, turn within. I guarantee that's where you'll find that. True.
Man can grow up till he can be trusted. That's what we're saying. The perfection of man. Christians say it, but they don't believe it. Marx said it. He said man is capable of perfection. Christians say that you must be perfect like God is. Jesus said, be ye perfect even as I and the Heavenly Father are perfect. That's what he said. But when you start practicing perfection, the Christians say it won't work. So you got to go to heaven to be perfect. And that's the biggest cop-out in the world. If you die a devil, as a tree falls, so shall it lie.
Affected to God, no really collected was lost, but now I'm elected in charge. Death to a fraud, authenticating with the paperwork. So we came from the stars, we blessed by these parts, utilizing every cell of my body to give you these bars. You are who you are, so let things fall, but they gave you a part of the all. So it is nothing to break down these walls. Well, it's the reason to ride for the cause. Moving through seasons, it comes and it goes like the leaves on the tree. So we rise and we fall, dropping degrees when knowledge is born. Into this game you've been silently sworn. May the forces be with us, going back to one. Duality realm is divided and torn.
True. If you can be the ocean, why settle for a lake? I'd rather 225 and let that motherfucker bait. Slow motion is better than no motion. They told you I'm old school. Still 3 grams for the 50, I'm an old fool. Tussling with that man in the mirror, got me fixing new shit that was broken with the no tool. I couldn't see the steps I was taking. Ray Charles getting beaten from the moves I was making. But still had the courage, I am tough, I am strong, I am God, I am enough with your shit read. I never been a snake or a sucker, all peace, so don't try me, I'll still make your shit bleed. And that's from the pain and the struggle, all the lessons, all the talk, all the scuffles. Yeah, and that's why I would never settle. I'm a God, fuck a motherfucking devil, are you kidding me?
Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Na 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 na.
Goodbye, Hugo.
I've created a monster.
Bent with a little bit of dope from a place where there's a little bit of hope. Got the kids selling coke, gone off the pills or the boat for the fame. They show it all on the post. It's a motherfucking joke. Look what they did to a nigga, even though they got the game from a nigga. It's a shame on a nigga to let another man run a plan, even though they brought the pain to a nigga. You a man or a nigga? A nigga or a man either way, man, you came from the source. We live off a choice, so watch how you move, little nigga, before you go hop off that porch. Just ain't no game. Little ass better have a plan before they throw smut on your name. Don't show them your hand. All they gonna do is point blame, and now you a part of their plan.
Up to you. Yeah, so yeah. A couple songs for y'all.
Yes, indeed.
We'll have more for y'all in the weeks to come. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all that's new to this, yeah, fire for y'all. But before we get up out of here, I got a couple more stories, music news. I believe. Let me check. Let me see what I got. Hold on. Okay, yeah. It's a bunch of shit, but a lot of this stuff is just, a lot of this stuff is just involving artists. It shit ain't really got nothing to do with music. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of the times they want to get into the personal lives of these artists, and it's just really not necessary. Yeah, a lot of the stuff we don't need to really hear about their lives, bro. You know
Right, nigga. That's all we care about.
right. Like, but you know how the media go. So
Right. Everything a sitcom about this motherfucker.
yeah, hell yeah, man. That shit wild. For sure. So let's skip through a couple of them. Let's see what we got. The first week sales projections for Kanye West's Bully coming well below expectations. That is not surprising to me. Like I said, after hearing the album, I didn't like it. Like, let's just be plain and simple, you know what I'm saying?
Let's skim through that.
I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? But it said, I believe it was receiving some good news on the first week sales projections front earlier this week. But early reports were sharing that the album was on track to move 250 to 275,000 units. However, thanks to a new update from Hits Daily Double caught by Kurko, Kurrco, expectations from Ye's fans will need to come down. While it is most likely going to debut at number one, of course, because he's Yeezy. Next week, with those initial predictions, is now more reasonable that it will come into the Hot 200 chart at number 2. Subsequently, the sales figure is way under. Bully is looking like it will move about 117,000 to 117,000 copies, with 20,000 of them coming from physical units. Previously, the latter figure was 100,000. K-pop. What is this? Oh no, that's a different story. Okay. No, wait. K-pop supergroup BTS is now poised to premiere at the top spot. All right, their new album, Ari Rang, ARIRANG, is projected to sell 120,000 pair. For those curious, Yeats ADL seems poised to chart within the top 5 at number 4 with 80,000 or 45,000 pair. Ye fans are a bit confused and calling the reports fake in the comment section. Ultimately, we will just have to wait and see what happens early next week. Sometimes physical copy orders aren't able to reach customers in time before the deadline. So yeah, that makes a difference. However, with there being such a steep drop off, there could be some other factors, such as a major miscount Overall, Kanye West bully is polarizing musically, and because of the person behind the art, it seems like most fans of his are doing all that they can to keep him in the mainstream, whereas others are ready for the rapper to really take some time to reflect and reset. Unfortunately, the people in Atlanta camp aren't getting what they wish, as he's got plenty of shows coming up. One of which is his triple headline runs at Wireless Festival this July. Like Drake last year, he'll be the sole focus for 2026. He will be on the Finsbury Park stage from the 10th to the 12th. His bookings has unsurprisingly been controversial, especially with London officials and the Jewish community. I mean, but yeah, that's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna always be booked. It don't matter how fucking whack his album is to some people.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yo
this is
has
fucking
classics.
right. Like this is Kanye West, bro. Like, come on.
He's built a name for
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, like come on, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying?
gonna have the people out there that keep his name going in a negative sense when they talk about the album. But
Right.
those will probably be the same people to where so if they come to his city, they're gonna buy a ticket.
They're gonna go to the
You
show.
know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah, hell yeah. They can talk
Exactly.
about it, but all right, boom, don't do it again.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, like I mean, that's the thing. Too about especially an artist like Kanye West. You know, what I mean, you can't really talk him down, even though it seems like it to us in the social media. We'd be like, oh, he canceled, he canceled. Hey, bro,
Right, right.
it don't matter how many niggas cancel him. His main core artists, I mean fans, my bad. His main core fans are never gonna fucking cancel him, bro.
No.
Like, these are his super fans. If you put out a 8 track tomorrow, they gonna buy that shit. And they not gonna have no way to play it, but they gonna
Right,
buy it.
but they're gonna have it. Yep, just to have that shit.
Yeah,
Just so they
like come
have it.
on, bro. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like it's not even a conversation. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about being a major artist like that. You're gonna always have your core fans to fall back on no matter fucking what. And those are gonna be the fans that's buying the tickets to the shows anyway. And they're
Yep.
usually all fucking white. You know what I mean? This nigga can tour the whole overseas and sell out every single show
Yeah, because they're probably not talking about him and
at all.
or talking about his music and the
Right?
way in which us over this way are talking about it. They're just like, oh, a
Exactly.
new way of Kanye, a new style of Kanye putting music
Exactly.
out. Okay, it's this time kind of thing, rather
Yeah.
than I don't like this from Kanye, this and that. They
Right.
just focus on when he coming over this motherfucker.
Exactly. When the fuck you be here, nigga?
Right.
We out this joint. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck
That's
about
it.
none of that shit. They still stuck in 91, 92. Nigga, hip hop is new to them. It's in
Right.
their minds, like the way that they perceive it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is Onyx, Redman, all of them niggas is packing in shows that
Mm.
they can't even get in the States. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers over there look at hip hop different. They look at hip
Yeah.
hop like we used to look at it when it first dropped, like in the 90s. They still on that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about no headlines or what. Maybe not canceling what, man. Come on,
Right.
bro.
Not
This
paying
is hip hop.
attention to the headlines.
Right. Fuck all that. Nigga, when is the show? I'm trying to get some tickets. What's up?
Yep.
That's
Probably
it.
not even arguing about or fussing about what the price is.
At all. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is some different shit. That's why a lot of the underground artists and a lot of boom bap hip hop, real hip hop artists travel
Yeah.
overseas. I mean tour overseas. You know what I mean? Because they're not tripping about that shit. They just coming to
Right.
the show. It is what it is.
Yeah. About the love of the music.
Indeed.
Straight love of the music.
You know what I mean?
Or the artist.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. All right. Let me see. What else is worth talking about? Like I said, it's a bunch of stuff, yeah, but it's really all gossip. Let's talk about Taxstone. Taxstone, you remember Taxstone?
I think last I heard about him was like involved in some kind of shooting or some shit, or was it
Yeah,
some kind of
yeah. Him and
shooting shit?
what the fuck is the nigga name?
The
Shit.
one that was rapping nigga.
Yeah, I can't remember his goddamn name. I used to watch the show and everything. I can't remember his name. But yeah, the rapper that he had beef with, I can't remember his name right now. But trust me, I know his name. I watched the show a lot, and I actually saw a lot of like documentation, documentaries. My bad, about him and stuff too. But I just can't remember his name right now. Uh, it's right on the tip of my goddamn tongue. I can see
Troy
it. Troy Ave, there you go. Yeah, Troy Ave. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Troy Ave documentaries, and he had a whole show out at one point, I believe, on TV. I don't remember which station it was on, but yeah, he had a whole show out at one point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I watched every joint of that. But yeah, Tastone. Uh, allegedly, this nigga is in jail, still wilding. You know what I mean? I think he got 35 years. He got. I didn't know that. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I didn't know that he got 35 goddamn years. Like what the fuck? Okay, but he got 35 years in jail, and he's in that motherfucker still moving weight, moving moving drugs.
Like
And-
fuck it. 35
right? Yeah,
years.
you got
I'm old
35
quick.
years. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I understand. You know what I mean? But it's basically saying that he get another 33 months added to his 35-year sentence. So that's basically what 12, 24, 36, almost 3 more years added to your 35-year
That is
sentence.
just,
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. You already 30. He was in his 30s when he went in that bitch, at least.
right.
You
So
know what I'm
man,
saying?
getting up in your 70s, everything
Right.
changed. You ain't doing shit.
Yeah, fuck I care.
So, fuck it.
About an extra 3 years, bro. Nigga, we getting it in this joint. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Man,
I
it looks
understand.
good while I'm in here.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, Tastone could be sentenced. It hasn't been. It's not in stone. It hasn't happened yet. This story just broke 9 hours ago. So this is very recent. Like this nigga just got
Hot off the press.
jammed up yesterday.
I said hot off the press.
Yeah, hot off the super hot off the press. You know what I mean? So yeah. The only I actually before the beef with dude and what you call him shouting him out with his song what's the nigga name signed to Jay-Z. He in jail too. Leader of the Peace Stones or some shit, the Bloods. I know his name too. What's another name that's fucking on it to my goddamn self. Jay-Z artist put out Don't Run. Shit. God damn it. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I know I listen to all these motherfuckers' music and be checking them, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, anyway, he in jail. I didn't know Taxstone until he put out a song shouting out Taxstone. And even though Taxstone did interviews and stuff with like what's his name? Philly. God damn, well, I'm forgetting everybody got their name. What the fuck? From Philly. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Big Will?
Yeah, Meek Mill. Yeah, god damn it. And even though Tasso did a real famous interview with Meek Mill and shit, and a bunch of other artists and stuff too. He was in the interviewing game in the media game. I still never heard of him until the dude that I was just talking about did a song about him. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that when I heard the song, and yeah, I fuck with the song so much. But when I heard about all of the shit Tastone did, and then all of the shit this dude did, he was signed to Rock Nation. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers, that energy begets energy is real, bro. Like, grease balls fuck with other grease balls, bro. Plain and simple, bro. Hey, it actually makes sense of why a lot of motherfuckers don't fuck with me because I'm not a fucking slimy, grimy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if I go to jail, it's gonna be a lot of niggas that don't fuck with me because I'm not a fucking greaseball, bro. Like niggas be real slimy. You know what I'm saying?
Dirtbags, man.
Yeah, straight dirtbags, and them niggas get along with other fucking dirtbags. They be best fucking friends and shit. You know what I
They
mean?
find
Like,
each
y'all
other,
niggas,
man.
Right, like come on, man, with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like begets like, so it is what it is. I wish I could remember the nigga name, but I'm gonna remember it before the end of the show. I'm gonna look it
Yeah,
up.
I try to find. I try to look up Rock Nation artists, but I
You
just
got Rock
can't.
Nation jail artists, Rock
Rock
Nation
Nation.
artists in jail. It'll probably pop up. He sung uh oh that shit. It came up with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was signed to Rock Nation.
Casanova.
Casanova. There you go. Goddamn,
Casanova.
Casanova 2 times. That's his name. Yeah, he put out a song about Tastone, like that was his man. You know what I mean? That was his people. And he do got a little video snippet of them like outside, out and about. You know what I mean? You can tell they the same motherfucker. They the same type of dudes,
Yeah.
grimy ass niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah, but
Running the
it is
same
what it is.
circle, man.
Same circle, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Uh, let me see what other news I got. Pooh Shiesty. Okay. Pooh Shiesty's been home for a minute, but his fucking home got raided by the FBI. I did not know that.
I was reading that earlier. It said the home of his family members. What I read earlier said the home of his family members.
Family.
Yeah. It said something like him. Him and his dad got the same name. I guess he a junior. So not sure if it was
Oh
his
yeah,
name
yeah.
or his one of his homes, maybe something that he brought for his parents. But I know
Right.
him and his dad was saying him and his dad got the same name. So
So yeah, that's
not sure,
probably it.
but
Yeah,
still attached to him though. Still
yeah.
attached to him.
Says his home in Cordova, Tennessee, was the site of an FBI raid this morning. Neighbors were awoken by the flashbangs and loud voices commanding the situation. The FBI went into the home where they executed a federal court-authorized search and arrest warrant. The home is under the name Lontrell Williams. Both Pooh Shiesty and his father, what you just said, both share the same name. Okay, so at the time of the investigation, it was not made clear whether or not it was Pooh Shiesty, whether or not Pooh Shiesty was a direct target of this warrant or his father. The FBI is keeping details scarce right now, and it has not been said whether or not there was an arrest. Cordova is a small town just east of Memphis. This is a typically quiet neighborhood, and there's no doubt that some of the neighbors were shaken by the early morning wake up call. So yeah, this is where the street niggas that get money go to live. Want to still be in the hood though. We can still drive to the hood. You know, what I mean, we live in motherfucking we live in where we live at. We live in might live in West Annapolis, but still might want to ride the bike with us every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So you know how it is. For those of you who have been keeping track of Pooh Shiesty, the artist was released from prison back in October 2025. At the time, he was serving a 63-month sentence over a gun charge that stemmed from a shooting. He took a plea deal in that case to avoid more jail time. There have also been some harrowing rumors involving Pooh Shiesty since his release from jail. For instance, there was a report going around that he allegedly kidnapped and stole from Gucci Man. This is a rumor that went unsubstantiated, although people like Adam 22 were quick to claim that it was in fact true. With that being said, the latest house raid is sure to bring some attention to the artist, attention that Pooh Shiesty probably wasn't hoping for at this time. The details are still very scarce. With that in mind, we will be sure to keep tabs on this story and keep you informed. All right. Yeah, most likely. I mean, you never know though. You never fucking know. You know what I mean? But him and his father share the same name. Of course, it could be any fucking thing, but what I mean, I don't know, man. Who the fuck knows? I don't even like to dig deep into these type of shits. You know what I'm saying? Because these are street niggas who gonna do street nigga shit.
Right.
Whether it's him or his father, these niggas is in the streets, bro.
That's what they know.
Yeah, that's all they know. So it is what it is. Man. Let me see what else we got. It's a lot of news about Megan Thee Stallion being in the hospital. I haven't heard anything about that, but it's like 3 or 4 stories up here about that.
Okay, yeah, I haven't came across that.
Yeah, me either. That's what I mean. Until just now, I just literally researched it, and it's like 3 stories. um, about her being hospitalized. But I don't know. We gotta skip over that. Uh, Let me see what else we got. Hey, you saw the, hey, you saw the video of fucking Charleston White and the Young Thug situation.
I seen a video of Charles and White. Yeah, when that nigga kind of crashing out when he came up with a flamethrower or some shit. Is that
I didn't see
video?
that.
Oh, I seen that one when he was crashing out, talking about Young Thug and Lil Woody or Woody, whichever one it is.
When he
Talking
was
about
snitching
that.
on him.
No, he was just fucking crashing the fuck out, like bring it on
Oh,
kind of thing. Talking about he kept
okay.
saying wartime and all that. Talking about
Yeah. See.
I brought a new revolver, new pistol that he showed, and then this nigga went and got a motherfucking flamethrower, like running shit on camera, like a fucking flamethrower kind of shit, and it was just fucking crashing out.
Bro, that nigga straight cat, bro. Hey, that nigga, hey, I saw the video. This nigga was man, yo, this nigga straight snitched 1000%. Like, yo, he was like, man, this yo, he said this shit on camera. He was like, I can't remember word for word, but I remember some words. And he was talking to the camera. He was like, talking about young thing. He was like, and you're a felon. You're not even supposed to be around other felons with guns. Why do you got to do with guns around you? He was like, yo, this nigga was straight dry snitch. You were like, see, I'm not even gonna fight you. I'm just gonna tell. Like, why are you around other felons with guns? You're on probation. Like, he was saying this shit literally. Like, I'm not a tough guy. I'm gonna call the cops. This is what he said. Like, he said this all the time too. So I don't understand the up and down, the left and the right, the yin and the yang. How you always ready for war, but then soon as shit get too serious, you ready to call the
You talking
fucking
about you
cops.
tell on somebody?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, that's probably why. I seen something else today where Joe Button kind of crashed out on Charleston White. I only read the headline. I didn't click and see any video, but
Yeah,
the headline read Joe Button um, went in on Charleston White too. So I'm pretty sure I'll come across that video too. I'll probably forget to look at it because I don't care about it that much. But when I come across it,
right.
I will. You know what I mean? I will click on it. So I'm curious to see,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, what he crashing out about over.
that nigga
So
L, bro.
that is funny when it comes to
Right,
like, because like I said, the video I see, you want this motherfucker showing
right.
guns. You know, you
You
brought a
ready
new
for war?
little joint. Yeah, wartime. You said
Shit,
it like
what's up?
6 times. And then to hear what you just said about you, you know what I mean, nigga dry snitch
Hey,
with that is that's weird, man.
he said that out his own mouth. This is not the news that I read, nigga. This is a video of himself saying, "You not even supposed to be around other fellas with guns. Why are you around fellas with guns? You on probation." He said this shit in the camera, like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Because he said, Young Thug approached him and said, "We step on shit." That's what Young Thug told him, basically, I guess, because of all of the shit that Charleston White been talking. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then Charleston White was in the camera like, you're on probation. You're not even supposed to be around other fellas with guns. What are you doing? You could go back to jail like, bro.
That's crazy. And I guess he went home and
Yeah,
and now he tough again and in his
yeah,
bathroom. It looked like he was like in his
probably.
bathroom or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And now you know what I mean he tough again. I don't
Shit,
know.
wow,
But
yeah.
who knows? I don't fucking know, man. Shit is crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hey,
man.
shit is
It,
fucking comedy.
right. Good scripted shit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much what it says. Yeah, it said could have been live reunion. I think it was a reunion that what's his name? The streamer. Hey, what's the dude name? Casanat.
Uh,
Casanat, yeah. I think they said Casanat invited both of them. And then somebody was saying that Casanat should have knew about it too because he knew that they was beefing, but he invited both of them. And you know, what I mean, they both showed up. You know what I mean?
that's
But
they use him for that reason.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
You know how it go.
know he can get him there because they know that attention is going to be on fucking Cops or Not anyway.
Uh-huh.
If you come back to
Absolutely.
drinking, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. But yeah, it said allegedly Thugger threatened his life, and he's not at all happy about it. According to him, he allegedly fears for his life and wants a restraining order against Young Thug. Yesterday, March 30th, he even took to Instagram to share a photo of himself in front of a police station. In his caption, he vowed to have the 34-year-old thrown back in jail. I promise you, Jeffrey, his words, I promise you, Jeffrey is going back to jail for probation violation. He wrote that shit. Crazy shit.
Wow, man. That's wow.
At the same time, while Charleston White do be speaking a lot of he be dropping some gems. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's outside of the music industry and stuff like that. Like at the same time, man, you can't talk shit about people and then be like, yo, I'm gonna call the cops if you fuck with me. Like just don't even mention them people, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't say nothing about them.
Shit
You know what I mean? If you ain't ready for some real war shit.
Right. It's almost like it's identical twins.
Yeah.
And we're seeing both of them.
Right.
This nigga is fucking bipolar.
Shit crazy. How the fuck you gonna call everybody out and they be like, oh, I'm gonna get you violated for your probation. Like,
Right.
nigga, what? Like what? Thought you wanted beef, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You was popping the shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gonna call the police now? Come on, man.
Make it make sense, man.
Hey, let's be real. Like this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, matter of fact, I heard that on the radio. And they said something that I agree with. On the radio, I think it was 93.9 on the morning show. They was like, yeah, Young Thug shouldn't even approach them. Yeah, I agree with that. Like I wouldn't even win up. I'm on probation, bro. I'm not saying shit to you. I ain't saying nothing. I wasn't even here. I ain't even know
how he was.
Right.
Or how knowing how he is as far as
you know the nigga gonna call the police. Come on, bro. You gotta know. Or somebody that's around you know. Somebody that's around you should be like, man, that nigga call the police, bro. Don't you know what I mean? Don't even fuck with that nigga. Like, come on, I'm not stepping up to a nigga about yo, we step on shit. Just to prove that we step on shit when I didn't even have to say it. You know what I mean? When the actions can prove it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Why I'm gonna tell you? And I'm on probation. Why the fuck will I say that out my mouth? Man, I don't step on nothing. Just bugs. Nigga, what? I ain't no beef. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm on probation, man. I don't want no problems. But my people's gonna come see you though. But you don't know that because I didn't say it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Come on. What is that? Why would you say that?
Entertainment, man.
Stupid. You know what I mean? But you know, yeah, entertainment, like you said. So yeah. Other than that though, let me get into the music releases that we didn't get into real quick, and then we can roll up out this thing. Cause yeah, all of this shit is gossip, bro. All of this shit is gossip. Gossip. Yeah. Bunch of gossip.
Talk about.
Yeah, I ain't about to get into it.
To start.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't about to get into a bunch of this shit. All right, so last but not least, the new releases. I think we said some of them. I think we talked about Fetty Wap with Xavier. Yeah, Fetty Wap dropped Xavier. We talked about that. What did I say? I listened. Did we talk about the Mike Will? I said Mike Will, right? We talked about that, right?
No, I didn't. I don't remember Mike Will.
No. Oh no, we talked about that's right. We talked about Kanye. My bad. Okay, so yeah, another release. Mike Will made it.
Okay.
He dropped the album called Reset. This is another album that I do not fuck with. I listened to it from front to back, and yo, this shit is horrible. This shit got a bunch of singing artists again, like Young Thug. I think Young Thug on it. Any artists that sing on auto-tune, they probably on that joint. Yeah, it's to the point where I don't even remember the artist. I just know there was a bunch of singing and a bunch of whack shit. To me, I did not like the album. Actually, Mike Will makes fire beats. You know what I'm saying? But this album, nah, I don't think this was it. This is probably more of a for people who like those types of songs. You know what I'm saying? For people who like Future, for people who like uh the auto tune Yeezy, for people who like Young Thug, for people who like you know what I mean, artists like that who's always singing and shit. You know what I mean? Dirk, all them motherfuckers. I did not like it at all. And yeah, it was extremely bad to me, and that's I just gotta be real. So that's Mike Well Made It album called Reset. Check it out for yourself if you want to gain your own opinion. But to me, it was completely, absolutely 1,000% whack. I did not like even one song. Not even one
Oh
song.
shit, damn.
Not even one song, Brian. I listened to the whole thing.
I might have to
Whack.
catch one of those songs on the radio or something. Maybe judge
It ain't even on the radio, bro.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Mike Will. Yo, you got fire beats, bro. But yo, this album was not it. I didn't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who else? El Camino, in the Black Sopranos family out the Griselda camp. He dropped the album. I haven't listened to this, so I don't know how it is. But I'm pretty sure it's the usual boom bap gritty beat street shit. You know what I mean that they come with. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
I
check
don't
that
think
out.
I've ever heard any of his music unless he was like featured on.
Yeah. I heard a bunch of his features basically. Yeah, with, you know what I mean. But Benny and Machine and all of them. I definitely heard him on a couple of features. They got a bunch of people out that camp too, though. You know what I mean? It's crazy because all of them niggas is into the same shit.
I
All
guess
the niggas is shooters and drug dealers and killers. Like, come on, bro. Like every one of them, though. Like, goddamn, bro. Yeah, but Big X the Plug dropped the album 6WA. Him and his crew. I heard a couple songs off of them, and I actually fuck with a couple of songs. Big Ass the Plug got a few songs that I rock with that I listen to. That's not just on this album that he just dropped. Period. But like I said, I think we talked about this before. I think I told y'all that he mentioned that he has writers sometimes.
yeah.
That he's more of an entertainer, and it actually shows because a lot of his songs that he drops are popping. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that these songs were made to um, pretty much stay with the times. You know what I mean? That we're in. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping up with the times. You know what I mean? Of the shit that people like these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can tell that he's working with a crew of writers or producers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he coming with that. You know what I'm saying? So. Juvenile, Juvie, 400 Degrees, Cash Money. He dropped the album Boiling Point. The joint that he got with Megan Thee Stallion, I actually like that joint. It's on the radio. Yeah, have you heard that joint? The big booty joint, big booty. Take on the. He got a joint with Megan Thee Stallion.
I might have heard. I might have
Yeah,
heard a little bit of it once.
I actually
I
like
don't
that
listen to the
joint.
radio that much, so
Yeah.
time that it was on, I might have came across because I remember that sample to it.
Yeah, it's
It's
getting
just a
heavy play
sample.
on the radio. I think it is. Yeah, it sounds like sound like the Gucci beat.
Okay.
Yeah, the old Gucci beat. I can't remember which joint, but it sounded like the old Gucci beat. But yeah, that joint getting heavy radio play, and I actually fucks with it. You know what I mean? There's not many Meg Thee Stallion songs that I fuck with, but I fuck with that joint. Kid Cudi. Have you been to Heaven at Night? He dropped the album Kid Cudi. I haven't heard any of that. Maybe I'll check it out. The only Kid Cudi songs I actually listened to back in the day was the marijuana songs. I used to rock a lot of Kid Cudi marijuana songs back to back, but other than that, I never really listened to his other songs. So I can't really speak on if it'll be good, if I'm expecting it to be good or not. I don't know. Check it out for yourself though.
Nice.
Last but not least, last but not least. Okay, no, not last, but Alyssa Cara, Love or Lack Thereof. She dropped the album. Alyssa Cara dropped a song back in like 2015 called Hair. You remember that song?
Yeah.
She basically was talking about how she was in a party and feeling like, what the fuck am I doing? Hey, yo,
Uh,
that's probably why I related to it so much. 'Cause okay. That's probably why I remember it because I remember being in a lot of parties feeling like, yo, what the fuck am I doing here? I
I love
remember
that
those days.
song, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she dropped a song called Hair and they went super viral. And I got like 300 million views on like one platform. So she went uh super viral for that song. And that's the song that I remember her by. But I absolutely honestly I never listened to anything else that she had. So but she
Right,
dropped an album, so check her out. That but the song Hair is fire. If you're introverted, really homebody that just happen to find yourself in the corner of a party, wondering what the fuck you doing here and you
right.
can't leave because you ain't drive. Yeah, that song is for you. Check that out. Chief Keef dropped an album called Skeletor. I haven't heard much from Chief Keef either. I never listened to none of his albums. I remember the one song that he got popping with. That's the shit I don't like. I think that was him, right? That's the shit I don't like.
Don't
Yeah, I
like
think that was. Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the only song that I know from Chief Keef. But yeah, he dropped a new album called Skeletor. And I think I actually saw a review about this album, and somebody was like, "Man, this shit is whack. This is not Keef. It's not Chief Keef. Like, what are you doing? Get back to your old shit." I think somebody said that. Shit. You know what I mean? But I haven't listened to it myself, so check it out for yourself if you're a Chief Keef fan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The last one was the Easy Bully, but we already talked about that. Yeah. And once again, I did not. As a Yeezy super fan, I do not like Bully. And I'm a Yeezy super fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I still listen to Graduation to this day. I still listen to College Dropout to this day. But yeah, nah, Bully I wasn't feeling. So yeah. Check out all of the album releases for yourself
That's
and get
it.
your own perspectives on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't just say the right word for
Yeah, yeah, don't take my advice because you know what I
it.
mean.
Zone out for yourself.
Yeah, everybody like different shit. So yeah. I'm a real boom back hip hop, digging in the crates, backpack, vinyl records, sampling type of nigga. You know what I mean? I'm basically considered old to these young niggas. So don't take
Right.
my advice. Listen to it for yourself. You know what I mean? But on that note, we are almost at the 2 hour mark. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna roll up out this thing. It is almost 10 damn clock. What the fuck?
Right.
It's almost 10 o'clock. So yeah, we
Started
appreciate y'all for tuning in with us as usual. We will be back this Sunday. We skipped last Sunday. We skipped last Wednesday. You know what I mean? Life is life in the fuck out of shit right now, and the grind is real. But yeah, we will be back this Sunday
for sure.
with the usual high vibes. You know, and the chickens and piece of the God shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So with that being said, we about this thing.
That's indeed.
Like I said, check us out on Sunday. Love, bro.
Love, bro.
Love to everybody who's checking us out and tuning in. We appreciate y'all for
Yes,
sure.
indeed.
You
And
know what I
that will be
mean?
checking us out later when you play it
Yeah, yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. Already.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Peace to the gods. We up out.
Peace.